Hey everybody, it's Josh and welcome back to CrossZone. So, today we're going to talk about a Christian athlete who recently graduated college and went on to the WNBA. But a lot of people don't even know that she's a Christian. And I'm talking, of course, about Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin Clark is the greatest player in the history of women's college basketball. And quite honestly, she is probably already the greatest female basketball player in history, period. Be that college, professional, whatever else. From what I've seen of her game on the Indiana Fever, I mean, I just can't see it any other way. And she just keeps kind of proving that. But she developed many accolades at the University of Iowa. She's known for draining very long threes. They're called logo threes. She has a really good layup game, and she actually has a pretty good mid-range game, but she just doesn't really use it anymore. And in the state of Iowa, she's probably the most decorated athlete, certainly currently, but probably in Iowa history. I mean, I can't think of too many people in Iowa that's ever gotten the attention that she's gotten. And really, probably she's the most famous athlete on planet Earth right now. Like, you just pretty much can't go anywhere without hearing her name. Her name is all over the NBA. People talk about her during football games. I mean, like, she's everywhere, and she's got her Nike endorsements and all this and that. And she's really just a global superstar at this point, or at least an American superstar. But many people don't know that she's a Christian, and she was raised with Christian values. She actually grew up going to a Catholic high school. It's called Dowling Catholic, and Christian values had been instilled in her in an early age. And this is evident in the way she treats people and in the way she deals with the media and stuff. You know, so many people, if they got to the level of fame that Caitlin Clark did, I mean, they would be snapping at the media constantly, right? Telling the media to get away from them, stuff like this. And they would have every right to do so. Because to be honest with you, the media did Caitlin Clark very dirty. They made her so famous so fast that it would just be hard for anybody to handle. I don't ever remember a college athlete in any era ever having this level of fame to the point where they couldn't walk around their own campus without getting mobbed. The most famous college athlete in the last 20 years is probably Johnny Manziel. And even Johnny could walk around his own campus, Texas A&M, and be okay to walk around. I mean, people might stop and ask for pictures with him or whatever, but he wasn't going to get mobbed as a college athlete everywhere he went. You know what I'm saying? But the media just kept making such a big deal out of Caitlin Clark. They made a superstar out of her to the point where she couldn't even enjoy her college years, really. I mean, she always had to hide from the public in her own city, Iowa City. Because she was so famous, she just couldn't go anywhere. And that's because of the media. So the media basically took Caitlin's college experience away from her in a lot of ways, you know? And it's a shame, and the media, I think the media knew what they were doing, but they're making money off her name, so that's what they did. Now, how would you feel about the media if you were a college age person and they just made you so famous that they just basically ruined your college experience? You just couldn't even go out in Iowa City or Ames or whatever, a college town, and enjoy yourself with other college students because the media is determined to make you a superstar, and they just made you super famous just because. You would probably feel some type of way about the media, and I guarantee you Caitlin feels some type of way about the media. But she never shows it. She always treats people with kindness and dignity and respect. And no matter how probing or dumb the question is, she's always just sort of graceful in answering. I mean, the media asked her some really stupid questions. They're constantly trying to bait her in the whole sort of race debate. For whatever reason, Caitlin Clark has become an unwilling political figure. Certain people, like the conservatives, want to hold her up as the face of sort of conservative Christian values, and people on the left want to hold her up as the face of sort of racism. And the thing is, the real Caitlin Clark is neither of those things. She's just a girl who wants to play ball. But again, the media tries to ask her all these questions to draw her into all these political debates. But she's always gracious in answering. I mean, she doesn't answer the question directly. She deflects, which she should. Because they don't need to know what her opinion on this or that social issue is. She doesn't owe them that. But when you think about how much pressure has been on this girl for the last 3 or 4 years and how she's handled it, you can only come to the conclusion that her faith is a huge part of how she's been able to handle it. And you guys know that I'm not actually a Christian. I'm just an actor playing a role because I've got this internship with the church. But I still think that as a Christian or as a non-Christian or whatever, there's things to be learned from Caitlin Clark as to how to handle pressure, how to handle having people love you, people hate you, people just reacting strongly to you in whatever way, and how to sort of come out on top in that situation. And I know that Caitlin's faith and her Christian faith are a big part of how she keeps her head above water with all that. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for coming back to CrossZone.